this is the first time that I actually said, God bless whoever was in that ambulance, but this time it was a fire truck. So, guys, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get. Oh, that's better. That is so much better. Ooh, that made it look more artistic. Let me just double check because I done wiped all the makeup up. One thing about getting makeup on is at the end of the day, you look like you just fresh out of a Halloween costume. And that is why I do not wear a whole lot of makeup. I just really don't like, I just don't like too much makeup, I just really like, because when I was younger, I had the worst acne ever. I'm talking about, to look at my skin now, I just can't believe how clean and clear it is because I just suffered so much. And it was just really coming from stress and all the like inner beliefs. But then I also got developed a routine that helped me to clean the skin completely. But the main thing is I just declared this was the end of any complexion problems, because I just had suffered so long. And anyway, you know. So let me get out of the light of this cigarette. You know. One thing about being godly is you be having to learn to ignore a lot of stuff. I'll talk about the Lord just actively works on me. I'm talking about actively works on me. He just really I'm talking. Do you understand? That's why I don't let the camera stop rolling because I really like to give y'all the accurate me, not the Instagram me, the accurate me. And being the accurate me on camera, I take a lot of deep breaths. You just have to. I was thinking about this today too, is, when you change your speech, I have been on a mission to change my speech. And I'm talking about changing your speech does change your actual life. It also changes the company you keep. It also changes what you are able to digest, because now that I am very aware of my speech, now I'm very aware of the things I hear, and I just can't take it anymore. Like I'm talking about, I just can't hear a whole lot of anti talk, I remember when I was younger, I cursed so much. I mean, I still be cursing right now, but not like I used to do. Cursing is, for just so you know, cursing is like a dialect for black people. There are certain words that we just have in the language, and it becomes like a dialect, and especially when you're younger, because that's what it is. But I remember having this friend of mine, her being like, now, I love you, but I cannot talk to you. I got to text you. This was cell phones, had just, we was just starting to text. And I'm talking about, she actually loved me. We would hang out. But on the phone, she would be like, oh, no, I cannot hear all that on the phone. And she was serious about it. She'd be like, I got to call you back. I just text me. And I'm talking about, this was my girl. I still, talk to her here and there, just like Facebook Messenger or whatever. But I just distinctly remember that. And now it's so crazy is, even though I love, can love people to death, it's almost piercing when I hear a lot of anti talk or a lot of rage in your conversation or your voice, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to, like, I go to bed with the I love myself affirmations. I wake up with the the battle ready prayer and the Bill Winston morning prayer. And I'm talking about, even now that I have my speech changed, um, I also changed the way that I deal with my phone. Like, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb all day long, because that way I could just check it when I get ready and not have things interrupting the energy that I've created for myself beginning in the morning, because before it would be like, I have the phone on, and then I'm either worried about who's going to be calling in the morning, or I'm waking up with some conversation that like really shapes my entire day. And you got to be careful about what you let in, which is why I don't watch television. I don't I don't follow the coronavirus, all this, bullshit to make you go out and buy some old hand sanitizer. Now, you know what? That's another thing I was thinking about the coronavirus. Like, have they created this to divide us? Because now, people like, oh, we can't shake hands. And like, as a people, you need touch. You need to shake people's hand. You need to hug people. You need to touch people. If you disconnect us from that, then we're even more divided. Like, I don't fall for it. I do not fall for the divide and conquer. Like, wash your hands. It's the same. It's a cold, okay? You got to wash your hands anyway, because people are nasty. I mean, I'm still seeing people leave out of the bathroom without their hands washed. Oh my God. Anyway, back to how speech will change who you hang with as well, because just like I said, I can't digest it in my ears. I also cannot now digest it in my ears in person or deal with it in person, because I do want to hear from the Lord. One thing about following the Lord, hold on, let me switch arms, because girl, this arm is so strong. Or boy, this arm is so strong. Whoever I'm talking to. Hold on, I gotta switch it. I got to switch it, because that is, whew, oh my God. I'm talking about, I really got me a good workout with that right arm. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So, one thing about following the Lord is, you really, I read the Bible every night. I turn to a random page. Literally, I turn to a random page and read those 3 chapters of what I turn on. And it is always relevant to what I'm going through that day. I'm talking about, and I have been so conflicted with it sometimes, because it is speaking directly to the situation. And I'll just be like, but Lord, I just can't. I just don't want to not be in contact with this person. And the Lord be like, well, who been holding you down for the last 44? I mean, you going to be choosing this person over the, and I do find that change of speech has cleared a lot of the pathways so that I can hear from the Lord. I can be guided from the Lord. Like today, I literally, from the time I woke up to even right now, I made every ride, every connection. Every time I went somewhere, it was the exact time I needed to be there. Every time I left that destination, I left in just enough time to get to the next thing. Every time I left this other, it was just enough. Like, it was, you literally be in alignment. Even the conversations that I'm having now are in alignment, but like, they happen at the right time, but I feel like that has become so much more successful and distinct because I have that time alone and I can literally just hear from the Lord, So I guess the point of this is spend more time alone.